Good morning, collective. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. This is Patience with Spirit here. About to do another collective read at 6:30 in the morning. I just got a download and I was like, okay, if you say so, to Spirit. So I'm here with Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us and for helping us. And for helping us be of service. That's all that I want. Certain. Spirit says certain. So, good morning. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. It's going to be magical because everything works out for us because we are God's children, right? Good vibes, good vibes. All right, they want me to start with messages of love, so maybe it'll be a love story. Please, I would love a love story. Oh, I had this one story. I didn't record it. I wish I did. I was just practicing. I'm doing this to practice my psychic abilities. I'm host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness and how to live a more fuller life. But I would love a love story. I had a almost like star-crossed lovers, and it didn't finish. I don't know how it ended because my kids came in, so I couldn't finish it. But it was beautiful. It's almost like Romeo and Juliet, so a little sad, but very beautiful. So let's see. What does the universe want to say today? How can we help the collective, Spirit? Gregory. Spirit says Gregory, so Gregory could be significant. I'm not a morning person, you guys, but I'm trying to learn how to be because I feel like I just get more done in the morning, so I want to become more of a morning person. So lately I've been waking up around 5, sometimes 4 lately. Okay, so right off the bat, I have mistakes. Okay, everyone makes mistakes. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. So someone is surprised by a mistake they made. Selection. Spirit says selection. About a selection they made. Oh, I already have spirit burps already. Ooh, Spirit, come through. Unworthy. You're a better person than I. We won't harm you. Oh, I know you won't harm me. I love you. Unworthy. You're a better person than I am. Unexpected outcome and mistakes. All right, let's keep going. So, 5D observation when doing cards. Don't say what you sin. Yeah, don't say what you feel it might be until you just get a little more information. So, hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. I'm drinking some tea for this one. It's gonna be hot. It's hot. It's too hot. They have this tea from Bigelow called, I think it's called Big Thunder, and it has a big buffalo on it. And I really just like it because of the buffalo that's on it. Because he's so cute. Key on a ring. Key on a ring. See, it's like a lot of keychains. Or it's a lot of keys. Or it looked like a lot of keys at first, but it's really just one key. See, it with a really like ornate handle. Many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. Oh. Well, I guess it is gonna be a love story. That's okay. Whoever needs a message, everybody's going through something at some point. So, whatever we can do to be of service, please. Let's continue. Sextillion. Haven't heard that number since geometry in high school. Lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. Okay, so mistakes, unexpected outcome, unworthy, hopeless, key on a ring, lusting. So someone here had many options. They lived an unconventional lifestyle, full of one-night stands, full of non-committal sexual energy, forbidden fruit, things that maybe were taboo. Funeral, spirit says funeral. So maybe someone passed. Oh, is this a passing? Well, hold on. Let's see. Family. Spirit said quiches. It's funny. Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. This could be metaphorical, like an idea or a business venture, something new, like a baby, like something you're giving life to, something you're birthing. Or it could be a literal, like, family and children. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. So this person cheated. This person cheated because they were into something unconventional. They were non-committal. They had many options, one-night stands, string-alongs, and apparently they had a family, or at least something they were supposed to be nurturing. Paradise. 19 again. Spirit's been going off on 19 and 9. There'll be like 9 spirits. I wanted to say she. I don't know. Maybe this is about... I don't know. Let's keep going. Yeah, so they had a family. Spirit says something bad's going to happen. Oh shit. There was they said funeral earlier. Well, let's try to solve this mystery. Somebody out there needs a higher perspective of this situation, clearly. So basically, so far what I'm getting is that they're still holding on and obsessing about the happiness they had when they had a family, when they enjoyed each other, or they like to cling on to the honeymoon phase. So it says honeymoon phase. Maybe that's what keeps them with many options. Maybe someone has an addiction to the honeymoon phase. In February, something could have been significant, Spirit says. Sword and rose, but reversed. Clarity, truth, revelations, honor, and protection, determination. So some kind of lie or something wasn't clear about this family that this person's now clinging onto paradise because of an untruth or something that wasn't revealed or clear. All right, let's see. Please continue to tell us what we need to know, Spirit, to get a higher perspective of the situation so that we can be of service with truth, clarity, and love.
Negative.
Well, someone doesn't want us to know. Spirit said negative. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, upside down, trickery. So this could have been in the past because they're upside down. Something that's already transgressed, something that's already happened, something they were eluding or being a trickster about in the past. Fantasy, upside down. Daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Something that they were fantasizing about or in a illusion about or in a dream state. Can you please tell us what this trickery was, what this dream was, this fantasy, this... Oh, that's too many. Okay, I'm going to take them. There's 3. Sabotage in the reverse. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. Mistakes. We have mistakes twice. Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. And the other one says, I wish I could right my wrongs. So, and then the last card is conflict, clashing differences, incompatibility. So this person was conflicted because they were too afraid to tell the truth to someone about they couldn't fashion, Spirit says fashioning, they couldn't fashion a way to tell you, collective, about the conflict they're having, about the differences between you two, the incompatibility. It made them feel, or maybe you made them, maybe they felt misunderstood with you, or they didn't understand you. And so they thought that they could go and see, maybe, I'm getting this feeling like they didn't mean to, because sabotage was upside down, so they didn't mean to sabotage, but at the same time, they were questioning this connection. And they wanted to see if how they felt was how they felt. But that's kind of like, living in a dream world, because why didn't you just tell them? And that's where the elusivity comes in, being elusive, not clear, dishonest. And what Spirit's showing me in my head is what happened is that's how it started. Suicide. Spirit said suicide, funeral, something bad is going to happen. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones. If anyone is in pain or needs help, I ask them to please contact me so we can help in some way, form, or fashion. If anyone needs help, if anyone is having intrusive thoughts, we send them love and light so they can break the spell, break the curse, break the vision, break the thought, come back to center. I love you so much. Okay. So I think it started with this conflict within themselves because there was an incompatibility and they didn't understand. They felt misunderstood. They placed themselves in a victim mentality. And right when I said that, pride came out. Pride, ego, which caused them to have many options. It caused them to have non-committal energy, sexual energy, and separate. Spirit says to be separate from you instead of coming to you. So that's how it started. That's how this started. The pride card suggests a little arrogance, ego, stubbornness, maybe not wanting to. Dead animals, Spirit said. Maybe beating a dead horse, wanting to kind of have the cake and eat it too. They weren't sure about this connection. Well, let me just see if there's someone better out there for me, kind of thing. Okay. But now they're in sinking despair. You're a better person than I am. Things didn't go the way I planned. Carolyn, Spirit says. Carol Ann, come to the light, Carol Ann. This house is clear. Spirit says nope. This house ain't clear. So next card is detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. What did I say? They had to detach from you because of clashing conflict you guys were having, of differences, incompatibility. Spirit says browns. Yeah, browns, maybe just a real neutral, you know, not really going anywhere. It was the relationship was in neutral. Browns. Every time I do readings, I get stuffy for some reason. So they detached. They detached from you because they weren't sure of the connection, or you guys were fighting, and when it got hard, they detached. Take it as it resonates. Adam, that's the original. Yeah, Adam's the original. Yep. So that might have been the origin. So they were feeling like running away, basically. Twin flames. They ran away from a twin flame connection. They detached from a twin flame connection for one night stands, to be non-committal. Maybe they weren't ready. Maybe they weren't ready for such a deep connection, because if it was a twin flame connection and you're not ready for that, it's requires some work, you know. Self-indulgence reversed. Self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, they didn't want to do the work for a twin flame connection, because you got to do we have to have self-worth and value, time to heal. You got to do the shadow work, self-appreciation, but it's in reversed over twin flame and attachment. So that tells me that the love was too strong for them. They were probably already in a non-committal type of energy, but now they're really regretting this. It's almost like they didn't know what they had or something, or it does say misunderstand here, so maybe that was another mistake, because there's two mistakes they made. One mistake was leaving when times got hard, detaching, and then another mistake was, because there's two mistake cards, that Spirit says true. Another mistake they made was that they didn't want to do the work. A divine masculine and a twin flame. Yeah, see? Lacking confidence, not enough. This person didn't want to do the work for a twin flame connection, even though they were a divine masculine. They didn't want to do the shadow work. They were self-indulgent because they didn't think they were good enough for you. Lacking confidence. They didn't think they were enough. They didn't think they were good enough for you. Oh. Or they don't think they're good enough for you. That's so sad. Why do they think that? Why don't they think they're good enough? Light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change. Things coming to light and heal. The dragonfly. So maybe this is you. It's like, this is you, Cheryl, Spirit says, and this is them. You're lighthearted and free, and they're all gray. They're like a gray how, you know, they're just like kind of like a zombie, just kind of like, you know, like, what can I get from the dragonfly? So I think because you were so, oh, okay, and it's right over this conflict card, differences. There's a lot of differences between you two in certain ways. I feel like it's more of like an energetic difference, like hot and cold. And that's where the twin flames comes in. It's like you guys are very opposite in that way, but maybe this person felt like they were just too far down this like dark hole, and the person they're with is this dragonfly who's like way up high, like where this person was, and their lightheartedness just seems so unattainable by this person who's clearly in a not enough lack mindset. Oh, that's really sad. Why is this person a gray how? Why are they so not confident? Why are they not enough? Why do they think that? One day, somewhere, another time. It's got a child's foot in it playing with paint. So what I get from this is that this person didn't want to heal childhood wounds that kept them in a not enough stage, in a sabotage, it made them self-sabotage themselves. Borer, it dug a deeper hole for them. Spirit says borer. Time, upside down. Waiting cycles, moments. So they didn't seize a moment or take their time, or they thought they had time. They thought they had time to wait, but they didn't. Bluff, upside down. Pretending, mask, exaggeration. Yeah, they thought they had time to pretend or to figure this out, or to wear some kind of mask, or they thought that maybe you would always be there, or someday it feels like someday it'll be today. Oh, you know what? Just one more day, from keeping this from you, or from holding off their healing. So seduction just popped out sideways. Attraction, teasing, hooking up, and date, third party temptation. And it popped out over the family card. So let me draw another card. I think this person, the mask they were wearing was that they wanted a family, but they really were this. I think the mask that came off, also the deception, red, and this has a red rose in it. Spirit said red. This has a red rose in it. So they weren't clear or true or honorable about wanting a family. They weren't honorable about wanting a family. They were really still in this energy, seduction energy, third party hookups, temptation, and they really didn't want a family at that time. They weren't ready for a family, but I don't think that they were ready to meet you. Your divine masculine twin flame connection, I think they were still in this like, I got lusting, I got seduction, I got not enough, just a real like player energy, non-committal. And they came across somebody who's so worth it to have a family with. They didn't want to they didn't want to let you go, clinging on. They were like, one day I'll want this family with this person who's so perfect for me. One day, let me keep them hanging on. Or it says parenthood. You might have kids together. Yeah, so they thought they had time, but they didn't. And now the pretending that they've been doing, they can't do anymore. Reciprocity, but it came out sideways. Manifest. Spirit says manifest. Yeah, they regret not reciprocating. I want to have equal and give take. They were not doing that with you. It wasn't equal. They were giving to another. Yeah. They were giving heart fog. They were giving mixed signals, blocked emotions. They're messed up, man. That's messed up. Why were they still in this player energy? Like, what was the big deal? Commitment, the chaser. Commitment, I want you to be my future, a part of my future, but the chaser upside down. Fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. So they wanted commitment. They don't want to be the chaser. They don't want this. What happened? Why can't he stop being non-committal? Or her. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Not today.
She's lost.
She is lost. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. She is lost. And there's a woman in here looking out in the water. True. Spirit says true. Oh. So he's non-committal because he needs to be chased. He has a if you feel like love, if you feel like being chased feels like love, that's a wound. That's a trauma response, because love, you shouldn't have to chase someone to feel loved or feel like you need them to chase you. So and it says not today. So this person, and reciprocity on the sideways. So this person was willing to reciprocate, but not chase you, not chase a snake. I'm not gonna, if this was a twin flame connection with a divine masculine, yeah, this divine masculine wanted, or you take it as it resonates, wanted to be chased. And when you weren't chasing them anymore, you were creating boundaries, or it caused, the spirit says caused. When you stopped chasing them as part of the commitment, that was their love language. but you started to set boundaries or have boundaries or need boundaries, or they were detaching from you, and so you weren't chasing them. So they would not deal with it. They'd be upset. They weren't talking. They were avoiding the conversation with you about why you're not chasing them, why you're not, because that's what they need to feel love. So that's why they go to third parties and why they're not committal because in one night stands and string along people, because they have a wound where a fear of abandonment, it says on here, the chaser, yeah, codependencies. They're codependent, and you were setting boundaries. You knew something was wrong, clearly. I think this card's for both of you. For you, and that, there's something going on. Clearly, you guys are having conflicts, and instead of coming to you and talking about it because of a fear of abandonment, you started creating boundaries because you were hurt. And they were just avoiding a conversation with you because they didn't want to deal with that. Spirit says perfume. Yeah, they just want to smell your perfume, but not actually be in the room with you. The snake reversed. Competition and enemy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. All right, the snake upside down though. Yeah, so this person doesn't want to compete with a snake. Like, you want to be with somebody else, go be with somebody else. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna be looking over my shoulder in this drama. That's what I'm getting from that. But let's see. Spirit, can we please have clarity about who the player is? Who this player energy is? Can you please tell us more about this player? Who's this player? Defender? Spirit said carrot, like a ring, so yeah, maybe this was the husband. So some kind of defender or knight, which would be like a divine masculine, supposed to protect, right? Okay. What about the other person? The other person is a peacemaker. Yeah, didn't I say? Someone who didn't want to deal with the drama with the other woman with the snake. Didn't I say that? Who's the other woman? Can you tell me about the other woman, or is there another woman? How did this come out? How did the secret come out? Oh. So 3 cards came out. An allied defender. And I have a defender here. An allied defender. So there's 3 people in this. And 2 are looking away and 1's looking forward. So I'd say somebody told you, or somebody's going to be coming forward about it. Possibly a woman, a town beauty, possibly, or a young male. Billy. These bitches be like Billie Jean. All these bitches want to be is Billie Jean. I love that. Justice. King Justice. You should check him out, actually. He's really good. I love him. He's a really positive lyricist, and he's so lyrical. His name's King Justice. He has a song called Billie Jean, and Spirit just said Billie. I think this is Billie Jean, the other woman. Could have possibly, I mean, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that thinks that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Spirit, come through. So, possibly could have a child, an illegitimate child, a stalker. She could possibly be a stalker of yours. And murder. What? This says suicide. The Spirit said suicide, funeral, and something bad's gonna happen. This Billie Jean could possibly be a femme fatale that is a stalker that is lost, and she could possibly be trying to unalive herself. Oh, honey. Come on, honey. Don't do that. Undervaluing. Spirit says undervaluing. She's undervaluing herself because of the situation. What can we do to help her? What can we do? What can we do in this situation? Where do we go from here? Domestic abuse. Earth disaster reversed. Yeah, so some kind of collapse is happening. Some kind of foundation is being rocked, or something's being destroyed by an earth disaster. Extraterrestrial reversed. Watcher or guardian. This says Earth 2 or early Earth dweller. I don't know why I just want to say she's going to hell. I don't know why I want to say that, but brainwashing. Oh, damn. Maybe she's going to hell because she brainwashed somebody. Maybe she brainwashed this divine masculine. Tell me more. What's this brainwashing about? What's this brainwashing about? Germination. Spirit says germination. I don't think I know what that means. Technology. Use of technology. Wasn't there something saying spying? Abuse of technology. Technological disaster. Huh. I think this Billie Jean is possibly using some kind of technology. Maybe a scammer, or she's using technology to brainwash people? Huh. Tell me more about this Billie Jean treat. It says treat. Do you want me to change cards? Yes, okay. Okay. Tell me about Billie Jean and her brainwashing technology scam. What is this about? Tell me about Billie Jean and this brainwashing use of technology. Abuse of technology. Spirit, thank you so much for these messages for the collective. Thank you so much for helping me be of service. Can you please let me know more about this brainwashing or this Billie Jean, or you want different cards? Okay, fine. Different cards. Different strokes for different folks. Okay, I didn't think so, but I just wanted to like Princess track. I'm trying to track. So the way I like to know if spirit says yes or no, protection. Okay. Angels, please put a golden bubble of love and light around me so I can be protected from anything that is in my vibration or higher. Please push out anything that is for the highest good of the collective. Okay. Oh, yeah. Tarot. It always goes back to tarot. The Hierophant. Billie Jean's a Hierophant. I choose which traditions I embrace and how I do it. And Ace of Wands reversed. Hesitant, missed opportunities. Wasted talent, potential. Huh. Wasted talent. So Billie Jean's a Hierophant with cronies. I see two bald, like, cronies here that are just looking up at her, waiting for the next action. Seven of Swords, making a break for it. Oh, deceit, lies, trickery, underhanded, masquerading as a friend, spying, abusive tech. She must have been using technology to spy on people. Lack of conscience, a strategist, escaping interconnection, dangerous, risky behavior. Look at him carrying all those swords. You know he's gonna cut himself. Damn, girl, what are you doing? So this Billie Jean, the other woman, is not a year. It happened. It could have started a year ago, maybe last February. Because they said, Spirit said February earlier. Okay. Oh my gosh. This person, the third party, Hierophant, had psychic gifts. But they used them for selfish reasons. God gave them psychic gifts and they used them for bad. For devious, premeditated malice. Someone who is overly mean, selfish, ruthlessness. Billie Jean used her powers for bad, possibly in a, religious, brainwashing, religious Hierophant. She's a witch. possibly parading as some kind of religious leader. Who is this? Yeah, she's a psychic who uses her gifts for bad, possibly could be some kind of religious leader who steals money problems, unpaid bills, bad debts, greed, selfishness, stinginess, miserliness, biting the hand that feeds you. She's just a mean bitch who steals people's money and then claims to be this religious person. 5. But she's full of deceit, lies, trickery, theft, she's masquerading on technology, abusing it, spying on people. I mean, maybe she's a scammer or something. Maybe she steals from people. Oh, we got a tower here. We got a tower here. But we also have Archangel Michael, Temperance, Patience. That's me. Earth Angel. I know my extremes. Now I seek peace. Teresa could be significant. Oh. So they didn't choose peace. They didn't choose this. And because they didn't choose it, they're getting a tower now. Because they did something with technology. Maybe they were spying on this divine masculine. Yeah, they were spying on this divine masculine for some reason. Could have possibly brainwashed him or 15 Spirit says. Could possibly have, Archangel Michael warned them, came to them. I'm getting this right now. Spirit's showing me that they came to this person and told them, no, we gave you these powers, we gave you this gift, you need to temperance yourself, you need to find balance. With great power comes great responsibility. You need to find tranquility, perspective. But they didn't. They didn't listen. So now they're in a tower. G. Split the deck. 9 of Swords. Damn. This person is in fear, anxiety, terror. Maria could be significant. Maria Teresa. Oh, it's making putting a knot in my stomach. This energy. Spirit says owner. You gotta own it. You gotta own it. You gotta be the owner. Huh. Yeah, this person's reputation. They're worried about their reputation and they're worried about their tower is to lose everything. Their job, business, their reputation, their quality, their expertise. They're really hurt because they thought that they knew something, or they thought that they were going to be rewarded or have results of some kind. But they don't. They're in a tower. And now they're there. That's why they have anxiety. Fear, anxiety, terror, deep unhappiness.
Land.
Spirit says land. Maybe something about land. Maybe They were hoping to get a piece of land out of this or something. Huh. Excuse me. Death. Please don't tell me this person's gonna die. We had funeral. Something bad's gonna happen. We have death here. I have murder or suicide here. Oh, I'm alive. I'm willing to let go of a past version of myself. Okay, this could be metaphorical. I hope it is. I think this person is finally starting to see, this Billie Jean, that the way that they've been conducting themselves or using their powers to hurt people for selfish gain, I think now they see that that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. They also got their powers taken away. Spirit just told me. Spirit had to take this person's gifts away. Wow, I've never heard of that in my life. Bride. Bridezilla. She could possibly be married. To a King of Wands. Being in charge, decisiveness, independence, loyalty, optimism, impulsiveness. Someone who inspires others to create achievement. Leadership. Who this? Let me see. Spirit, can you please tell me who this King of Wands is? Possibly an Aries, with Aries energy. A sorcerer. Magic. A sorcerer, alchemist, or illusionist. What the hell? Speak. He must speak. He must be good at speaking. Banishment. Exiled, shunned, disowned, forced underground. Maybe. Spirit says probably. I was just gonna say maybe this is the divine masculine. I think the divine masculine is a warlock or uses magic some way, or Spirit said speak, so maybe he's just really good at talking people into things or something, or and banishment, exiled, that maybe that's part of this unexpected outcome, that they were kicked out into the cold, they were banished, and then childhood trauma, they were orphaned, abandoned. Huh. Yeah, the unexpected outcome of all this is that he got exiled. King of Wands. Can you please tell me more about this King of Wands? Can you please tell me more about this King of Wands? Wind. Spirit says wind. Look what the cat blew in. Huh. Several. Spirit says several. Fit. Reservation reversed. Desire, extravagance, but upside down. Yeah, it goes back to not enough. Self-worth problems. Or they didn't get what they desired because they were left out in the cold, so that's why it was an unexpected outcome. Can you please tell me more about this King of Wands? Thank you so much, Spirit, for the messages. Can you please tell us more about the King of Wands? Tell us more about the King of Wands. Okay, different deck. Okay. Can you please tell us about the King of Wands? Why was he doing magic? Shining light. And freedom reversed. I raised my thoughts above doubt. So this person, this King of Wands, was doing magic because they had fear. Raise. Because they couldn't love and accept themselves, so they used magic as a way to get what they desire, or to make them seem more desirable. Spirit says sunglasses, but they're just wearing glasses. They're wearing rose-colored glasses. That's not how it works. So, money. So they used magic to get what they desire. My desire to improve myself transforms fears into strength. They wanted money, but freedom reversed. I realized my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts. They were using magic to get what they desire, but by hurting people. So freedom upside down means that they operated in resentment, in guilt, doubt, in darkness. Huh. Yeah, another way to say they were using their powers for rehearsing, Spirit says. What? Okay, this could be taken two ways. This Hierophant and King of Wands. This Hierophant's the third party. This King of Wands is the husband, and the Peacemaker is the other person. And then there's the Defender down here, which I'm not sure who that is yet. I thought it was the Twin Flame, but I think that could possibly be somebody separate. Shit. Okay. Well, I got 4 people on the board now. So this could go two ways. Either a King of Wands was using magic with a Hierophant to use magic to gain what they desire, but what they desire or want to manifest is being manifested from a place of doubt, resentment, and guilt, negativity. Or the other way you can look at this is that they were using magic. They had a desire to take someone's freedom from them. possibly banish or exile someone else. And now they're banished and exiled. Take it as it resonates, because it could go both ways. It could even be both. They were using magic for money and to take this person's freedom or someone's freedom, or it took their freedom. Yeah, and they're being really stubborn about it too. I had that ego card earlier: arrogance, stubbornness, pride. They're confident in what they're doing, in these abilities that they have. They're confident that they had power and they could get this done, I just heard. But release.
Probably not.
Spirit said probably not. But it's time to stop fighting, because if they don't release this and bring a death to this situation or thought or belief that they can use their gifts and do anything they want with them, it's in God's hands now, and only God can change stuff like that. Wow. Yeah, so definitely. So write it. So I'm getting that there had to be divine intervention here. God had to come in, and not only did God have to show his strength, but he had to show this person that they're not God, because they were under an illusion or fantasy that they could get what they desired through magic and through this Hierophant psychic gifts. But it was all based on ego and negativity. But they were so confident and stubborn about them being able to do something that they wouldn't stop doing it. And so God had to come in and release it, because they were using magic, apparently. Wow. Okay. Who were they using magic on? Or what did they get with magic in your sleep? Doing magic on you while you're sleeping? Wow. Doing magic while you're sleeping? Why? Stork. For a new beginning. For change. For a transformation? I want to know about this defender. Spirit, can you tell me about this defender? This divine masculine? Key. This defender is the solution to something. To a fox, to trickery. This defender, oh, the defender is the person that's coming forward with some kind of special intelligence. Yeah, it says right, about a couple. Look, it says right here, special intelligence. About a couple, they're a key to unlocking this answer about trickery that was done by a couple. This couple, a Hierophant and a King of Wands. There's going to be big changes coming. Something big's coming, apparently. Something big is coming, because this defender's coming in with some special intelligence that's a secret about, it's going to unlock. It's the solution. It's the answer. 33, about a fox and a couple. Huh. About someone who wants to give equally. Someone who has been stonewalled or silenced, or has been frozen, not able to talk. But now I guess they want to come forward. They want to move around. Spirit says move around. Maybe this is long journey. Oh. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, long journey, karma. Consequences, cause and effect. So I think they want to come forward because they're experiencing karma and they're drained and depleted, and realize that this could possibly be the key or solution to them not having karma. Or maybe it's part of their karma to have to come through with this information. Maybe part of their karmic debt is to pay off, is to bring a solution to this situation. Spirit, let's end this. Mend, I want to fix our connection. So someone wants to come through who wants to fix a connection between you two. Could possibly be could possibly to define something, but is a divine masculine. Can you please tell us more about this person coming in? They could be traveling from a distance. Oh my gosh, didn't I just say distance? Yeah, there's a separation between you two, a space, so I don't think they're close to you, but they're coming in. They're literally traveling to you for a butterfly effect. Evolving, growth, next phase, healing, inner child, releasing the past. And we had a dragonfly. So this is a whole, but this is now a butterfly. So it gets to me like a whole different cycle, or like new person. This is a new person. Like, I don't think you know this person. But why do I feel like they know you? Why do I feel like they know you? They must if they know this secret, but I don't think you know them. Nancy could be significant. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. So not anybody you know, because peers would imply that you would know, like someone who knows someone, a friend of a friend or something. Okay, so you don't know this person. Thank you, Spirit. Come through. Tell me more about this person. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words, but in reverse. So this person's coming in opposite of that. Like a lot of love for you. They have... I just want to like cry right now. I don't even know why. It's like this person feels so bad about something. They are like really want to mend your... They don't want to see you with a broken heart. Oh, stop it. That's so sweet. Oh my god. You know what? Since this is like... I will go. Well, oopsie. If you want to go, go. Let me see. Yeah, so they're not coming in angry. They're coming in quite the opposite. Please tell me more about this defender, this special intelligence, this key solution, this heart mender. Please tell me more about this person. So, first card's natural disaster, risk, frustration, survive. Yeah, so they're definitely going through some kind of karma right now. They want it to stop. Break, pause, stagnation. Jason could be significant. Jason and Nancy. They want it to stop because they're depressed, they're in fright, they're paranoid. What did they do? What did they do? Why are they experiencing karma? Why is this defender experiencing karma right now? Justice, equality, neutrality, logic. They're experiencing justice for overindulgence. I had that card earlier. For interactions, something with a group, maybe below. Doing underhanded behavior, low actions, indulging in low actions with friends. You're gonna need to be ready for this and sit down, Spirit says, because they're coming in. They want you to be ready. They're making arrangements to come in. They're making a strategy to come in to you to give you this information, but they're afraid. They're afraid that that you're not gonna be very open to what they have to say. So they do have a lot of stress, but they're just gonna do it anyway because they're tired of being a puppet for something. They must have been involved in something. Some kind of dictatorship, reluctance. They're just reluctant to come in. They might have someone bullying them or talking them out of it or making them scared to come forward, gossiping, making them unwilling, but yeah, making the idea seem like a bad idea. You shouldn't come forward. No, you shouldn't say anything. You should just let it play out. But you'll ruin everything if you go over there. Don't you care about yourself at all? You ruin your life if you go over there. Don't show them who you really are. They're gonna reject you. That's what they're saying. No, they're making them not relax about this. But they want to support this person. They understand that where the true friendship lies, where they want to be a team. They want to connect with this person. They want to help them. Spirit, can you tell me more about what this defender did, or why he's so guilty, or where he's been, why did it take so long? Maritimer. He's just been exploring. Huh. Can you elaborate? Can you clarify? Oh, you know what? Can you please clarify this person coming in? Trauma bonder. An altercation broke out. Probably about him coming forward. They're probably like, no, don't do that. And he's like, F you guys, I don't want to do this anymore. And they're like, you have to, you said you would. you're a bad person if you don't. And he's like, I don't care anymore. I'm setting sail. I'm setting sail. I'm getting out of here. And they're like, psh. Wow. No, thank you. Too much drama for me. Start looking for an apartment. Zip. Zip quickly. Start looking for an apartment now, because once the secret gets out, you're gonna want to leave, I think. I think you're gonna not want to be there, so start looking for an apartment. That's what Spirit says. Take a spirit bath. Ideals and intuition upside down. Excuse me. Start learning how to focus. Spirit bath. I think that whatever magic they were doing, I think Spirit's just wanting you to cleanse your area, your field. I think you gotta burn some sage. I think they're trying to block your intuition and your ideals. Someone was possibly murdered by a sociopath, or maybe someone's, I want to say reputation, because this card says reputation. I think by doing this, by coming forward with this key, this information, this solution about a couple with a fox, a tricky fox, and a sociopath, their reputation's about to be murdered after this secret comes out about whatever they did. What did they do? Oh, damn. What did they do? About an STI, sexually transmitted infection. 14 could be significant. Spirit says could possibly involve a 14-year-old. Mind, body, soul imbalance, because they couldn't let go of something because they had imbalances. And it's time to take a trip. I'm gonna end it there. So basically, you got a message coming in about a betrayal from a defender, possibly a divine masculine, who's traveling to you because they were part of something non-human, Spirit says. Possibly some kind of religious group or community that use magic, some kind of illusionist, a Hierophant who had psychic powers, gifts from God, that used them for bad, to control people for money. But God had to come through, and maybe that's what God's coming through with, talking to this person, this twin flame, this divine masculine, who's it's time to take a trip for them, to let it go about some kind of secret about a sociopath and a fox. They want you to cleanse your field, take a spiritual bath, get in a state of peace, because I think it's going to be a big message that'll take you by surprise. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. Love you. Bye.